Have you read the #1 free book on website design yet? Hey guys, welcome back to UX Hero, the home of UX writing on YouTube. And yes, I know it's been a while. If you've seen my latest announcement, you'll know what I've been busy with. If you've not seen, I've released a book. It's free. It's on Amazon now. It's called UX Writing for Beginners. I'll leave links to it for the US and UK Amazon stores in the description below. If you're in a different region, just go to your version of Amazon, search UX Writing for Beginners. It's so popular right now that if you just search UX Writing or even just UX, it appears on the first page of search results. It's #1 in 3 categories in the US, #1 in 3 categories in the UK. At one point, it was in the top 1,000 of all free downloaded Kindle books, which is pretty impressive for such a niche topic. So huge thank you to everybody that's already downloaded it. If you've not downloaded it, it's free. It comes with a ton of free templates that I've put together for research, testing, project management. You can get the templates, again, free at uxhero.com/templates. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. I recommend that you get the templates and the book at the same time so that you can follow along. I talk about how I use the templates and how you can customize them, so it's nice to have the templates as you read the book. Get the book on Amazon, free, and get the templates, again, free. I have already been asked if I will put out a physical version of the book. I don't have plans just yet because obviously there will be a cost to that, and I wanted to put out some free content for you guys. I know how hard it is to find good quality content on UX writing, especially cheaply or free, and so that's why I've put out this book. It's huge. I think Amazon says it's 128 pages. And although it's called UX Writing for Beginners, there's a lot of content in here for people at every level, from, like I say, research and testing all the way up to project and time management. So don't be put off by the title. If you're a UX writer, you should read this book. It's free. There's literally no reason not to download this book. If you are curious, I'll just go through briefly what's in the book. Like I say, it's free. There's no risk in just going and downloading it. But if you're interested, I'll let you know what's in the book. I'll go through each of the chapters here. Chapter 1 focuses on what I call knowledge gaps, and these are gaps in knowledge that I see with UX writers at various levels. If you can fill in these gaps, you'll be a much better UX writer. One of the problems that I hear a lot of UX writers say they have is that they're not involved in the design process. You know, they're given design files and just told to put the words on. And I think that stems from not only companies misunderstanding how to use UX writers, but also UX writers kind of incorrectly categorizing what they do. I say very early in the book that UX writing is not a writing job. There's nothing in chapter 1 really about writing. It's about ensuring that you have the skills that a product development team needs so that you can be involved in every step of the process. Your focus should not be solely on what words to use. And this chapter talks about all the skills that I expect a UX writer to bring to the table outside of grammar, spelling, etc. Another thing that makes chapter 1 quite important is the rise of AI. I know it's got a lot of people quite worried. I can tell you honestly, I'm not worried because I have the skills that I mentioned in chapter 1. These skills are skills and knowledge that AI does not have. At the point that AI can do everything that I mentioned in chapter 1, it will be able to do everything that everybody at the company can do. There's no way that AI is going to replace writers first if writers have these skills. At the point that AI has these skills, it can also do the job of the UX designer, the developer, the product manager. There'll be no need for companies to employ anybody. So read chapter 1, improve these skills, fill in these knowledge gaps, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself and AI. Chapter 2 is the first chapter in the book that comes with a template. This is project management. And in this chapter, I talk about how to document a single UX writing project, all the way from its inception through to research and testing to a final checklist. This is a lot more than maybe a lot of UX writers do currently, but it can save you a lot of hassle in the future if you're ever asked, why did you use that word? Did you check what the competitors do? It's just a better way of documenting everything. UX designers usually have design files. If they're using Figma, there's usually a version history. So it's very easy to go back and find what they've done if they ever changed anything. With UX writers, we don't really have necessarily the same documentation. Product managers have a PRD, a project requirements document. Again, we don't have anything like that. So what I recommend is you use this project management template and you document everything you do. That way, if anybody ever comes back to you in a year's time and asks you about a certain project, you've got all the information there. Chapter 3 comes with 2 free templates. Again, this is really, really useful if you're a lone UX writer at your company or if you're a manager. This will help you manage your time and your team's time a lot better. Another big problem that UX writers have is that you're a shared resource. And in a lot of companies, you're one of the very few shared resources. The only other shared resource is probably going to be your marketing team. You're going to get requests from multiple product managers, possibly multiple product teams. How do you manage conflicting requests? In this chapter, I give 2 methods. I've used both of these. I use the Kanban and I've got the time blocking calendar. I currently use the time blocking calendar to manage my team. When I was at Trip.com, we had a team of, I think I had 42 at one point, 42 people. We used the Kanban. So these templates work. I can promise you these work. They've been stress tested. I personally prefer the time blocking template right now, but both of them can give you, your team, and other teams visibility over your work. They allow you to keep track of everything. They allow you to move things around. They allow you to negotiate timelines a lot more easily. Like I say, with you being a shared resource, UX writers can quite often get overwhelmed, burnt out, you get conflicting deadlines. This chapter will hopefully help you prevent being overworked and stretched too thin. It's essential reading for UX writers at any level. The whole book is, really. Chapter 4 I'm really proud of. I think this is really, really useful. I think it's more useful than AI right now. AI has its uses, but chapter 4 is sources of inspiration. And I think there's 11 websites in this chapter that have collated screenshots from apps, websites, and you can go in and search for user flows, you can search for certain components. Some of these websites even allow you to search by the color of the design, but I find this a lot more useful. You can go in and search for the sign up user flow, and it will show you different apps and their sign up user flow so you can compare them and get inspiration. Like I say, personally for me, this is more useful than AI is right now. I use this list of resources, if not daily, multiple times a week. So check it out, save some of these websites, and I think it'll save you hours of time every week. And finally, chapter 5, I think this one's a really good one as well. They're all really good chapters, if I'm being honest. This one's research and testing. But what I've done is provided research and testing methods that are designed specifically for content. And not only that, you get the free templates that help you set the tests up, everything's set out for you, but I've provided tips and tricks and methods that you can use to run these tests cheaply or for free. I think a lot of us are in the same boat in that we don't get dedicated budget to do user research and testing. I think that's very common with UX design teams as well. They don't get the time, they don't get the budget. And so what I've done is provided user research and testing methods for content that you can do very quickly, but also that you can do cheaply and sometimes for free. So there's really no reason not to use these methods. Another benefit to using these methods is it allows you to quantify or at least qualify the content that you're writing. So if stakeholders are asking you why you've used certain words, is that the best word we can use? If they're asking about the information architecture, you can run a test very cheaply and very quickly using these methods. Like I say, the templates are already set up for you. So get the templates at uxhero.com/templates and start running tests now. If you're still watching at this point, you've not downloaded the book, why not? It's free. I don't know what else I can tell you. The templates are free. The book is free. Even if you hate it, it's free. You've not wasted any money. If you do like it, I would really appreciate a review or even just a star rating just to let me know that you've found it useful. That would really help, just so I know what kind of content people are finding useful. More videos are coming, I promise. Now that the book is done, I can focus on videos a little bit more, so make sure you're subscribed. If you've not, like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.